Well, our first collaboration of the season. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Thomas, and today we're talking about the latest collab from Nike and Supreme. At this point, the longest running collaboration the red box logo has had with anyone. I'm talking all the colorways here, I'm talking resale potential, and my overall thoughts and opinions. It's your boy SupThomas, your number one source for Supreme news here on YouTube. Like the video if you're a Supreme fan, subscribe for more videos similar to this. Hit the noti bell so you never miss a video or a stream from your boy. We'll be going live this week for week 2, as we always do. You won't want to miss it. And with all that out of the way, let's get into it. Alright folks, we are here on supreme.com/news, and this is it. The Nike SB Air Max 2 CB aka Charles Barkley 94 lows are releasing. The leaks were true. We've had pictures of these for a long time, and they're finally becoming official, so let's read what they have to say. Supreme has worked with Nike SB on a new version of the Air Max 2 CB 94 low. The shoe features a leather upper with perforated reflective mesh underlays, rubber outsole with visible heel airbag, debossed swoosh on sidewall, and TPU logos at underheel, padded mesh and elastic tongue with molded logo eyelets and rubber tongue logo patch, co-branded footbed with mesh collar and tongue lining, webbing loop at heel with printed logo embroidered on side, and embossed logos at heel. What a run-on sentence. Made exclusively for Supreme, the Air Max 2 CB 94 low will be available in 3 colorways. Available on March 5th, this upcoming Thursday, and then in Asia, March 7th on Saturday. Wow, we got 22 pictures. Let's take a peek. So here is the white colorway of the Nike SB Supreme Air Max 94 CBs. It's the longest name ever. We're just gonna call them the Charles Barkleys or the CBs for the rest of the video. Enough of the official name. And I guess Nike SB has kind of done what they've done to the Jordan 4, which is give it a gum outsole. It's still a basketball sneaker, and for me, not really a skateboarding shoe, but I am the skate noob. You know, I haven't been on the board in months. I'm still very bad at skateboarding, and I assume people that are good can make anything work. Here's the triple black colorway. You have those eyelets there on the side. Let's see the third colorway before I make any judgment on the sneakers. I mean, these aren't terrible, right? But I think you can already tell that my opinion of these is not overly hyped up. Here's the gold colorway. I guess it's my favorite because the white and black sort of already exist in other versions of the Barkleys. Maybe I'll put some pictures on the screen of some of the most iconic Barkleys, but you know, Charles Barkley himself, a larger than life image. I don't even watch the NBA unless the Pacers are in the playoffs, but I love me some Shaq and Charles Barkley highlights on YouTube, you know? That's some of the funniest shit. Funniest moments compilations, I'm there. And some of these fits, not too bad. Right here, I'm giving it to the gold, but anyway, it's just not that exciting of a model for me. You guys might feel differently, but this is going to be likely the only thing releasing from Supreme this week, because after week 1, for that massive drop, they're really only going to give us these sneakers because there's so much still on the website, and I have to talk about jackets still. So they're like, Thomas still has to make another video about our preview. We can't be dropping too much heat. So they're giving us these shoes, and I suppose this gold colorway isn't terrible. I think for some folks, these Barkleys are maybe more iconic than others. Certainly if you were in Phoenix, like I am right now, except 30 years ago, these were Charles Barkley's signature shoe, the round mound of rebound himself. But going back to the shoe, it does have some 3M on it, which is neat, and I don't mind the black outsole on this gold pair. I think that is better than if they did an all gold colorway, more than it already is. Like if this was all gold too. Triple black, it might be the most wearable out of all of them, but it just doesn't feel that special. Small Nike swoosh there. You got the air unit, the designs on the forefoot. I've lost all my scientific sneaker knowledge from back in the day when I used to be a real sneaker YouTuber. And like a lot of these modern Nike Supreme collabs, there's not enough Supreme branding. I feel like every time we get a half decent Supreme Nike collab, the next one has to be shit. And the last collab we got was the Dunks, which were kind of dope. And now we're getting these Charles Barkleys, which are pretty much stinkers. I'm gonna keep it real. These are my least favorite colorway, the triple black. I just don't think there's anything special about it at all. I mean, we can zoom on in and give you guys a better look, but I don't think you're really missing anything. Of course, link in description. There's the white colorway. I mean, it's large and in your face. You can see the gum outsole there. I guess that is kind of nice, low-key. Maybe the white is the nicest colorway. I think if they could have done a bit more of this idea that they're exploring with the swoosh with the red contrast, you think you could have had that on the eyelet, maybe had that on the heel tab there. with some red Supreme lettering, or on the back Nike swoosh. That could have been interesting. Or like on my Nike Air Max DNs, you have some Supreme branding in the airbag. It's just not enough of a colorway, in my opinion. These aren't special enough, and it's disappointing to see Supreme trend towards this like clean and classy. We're gonna not do much. Here's a box logo on the bottom of your shoe that you're not gonna really see. It's disappointing to see that start to become the new standard for some of these sneakers. And I guess all of them together here, they don't look bad, and the lookbook was kind of interesting. This is not a shoe that we need, guys. Come on, let's be realistic here. Unless some of y'all are like the biggest Charles Barkley's fans, I don't want to see a lot of glaze in the comments. I mean, sure, hate him if you want to. I don't even think they're worth it to be hated on. They're just like kind of nothing. And it is neat that we get different laces. First time I've seen that in a lookbook from Supreme. And I guess the white ones with the red laces look dope. Gold ones I think look better with gold. Black ones I think look better with the black laces. And the last and final picture is the 3M. There you go. Alright, according to Overhoond, who has me blocked on Twitter, they are rumored to be $145, which is strange because the retail price for the normal model without the Nike SB or Supreme is $160, but Supreme and Nike SB do have a history of releasing shoes at an affordable price, so they very well could be $145. I would say the only reason to cop these is they're cheap and you don't mind them too much, but there's not going to be much resale at all. Could be some lunch money on one of the colorways, either gold or white. In my opinion, the triple blacks I don't think are going to be that insane. Of course, later down the road, years from now, they'll always be somewhat collectible for people that want to collect every single Supreme and Nike shoe ever. And even myself, as someone who is usually a defender of the weird collabs from Nike and Supreme, this one does just feel a little off target with Charles Barkley being such a random pick for a Nike SB and Supreme. But that's just my takes on it. I'm almost certainly going to be skipping this week just so I can save some money for week 3, which is rumored to be a much more highly anticipated collab, something that might rhyme with Face On Gargella, but nothing confirmed quite yet. But let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. Are you copping yourselves a new pair of Nike Air Max Charles Barkley Supreme editions? You gotta let me know. Stick around for my final preview video this week on every jacket coming out from spring and summer 26. It's gonna be the best preview video of all time, but not much else to say. Leave a like if you enjoyed, dislike if you didn't, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. And Buckies.